Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. It is Monday, and I'm going to be checking out the new weekly pack. Also, I've changed my setting to hard mode, because I think that's the old, regular way to play. As for the pack itself, I haven't really looked at it properly, but it doesn't look like there's that many set builds. There's a lot of summon spam and, empty space stuff, but yeah, I imagine most of the variety is going to come from Red Panda this week. So, I mean, I'd be pretty happy to find some of those. Quite like this as well. Alright, start a battle, jump attack the second enemy for 3 damage. Adjacent friend attacks, gain 1 HP, works 3 times per turn. And feint, summon a 1/1 cockroach and give it +1 XP. So I think the idea here is you jump in, you kill something, and hopefully die. And then we have this to die in front of this. And we get like 3 triggers. Potentially more if it, survives a hit, the second one. And wow, what is that team? Alright. I will take another one of those. Coincidental has nice synergy as well, but let's look for some duplicates. And that is perfect, okay. Do we want to do that, or are you going to be healthy enough that we can still, pair these together? I don't know, it's turn 2, we have 5 HP. It doesn't really matter how this goes. I'm not in a rush to find, I don't know, early trophies, I think. Ghost Kitten. I enjoy Ghost Kitten. I don't know if there's any snipey things this week. There's mana from you. There is Geo Tortoise. Anything from Red Panda. But I don't know. We can take it because it's large anyway. Or Capybara. Maybe we use this to find a new build. Roll and sell. Give newly rolled shop pets +1/+1. I think that's pretty good. Tatzelworm does have some synergy with Cockroach, but we're probably not holding on to Cockroach for that much longer, so... Yeah, okay. Let's sell African Wild Dog. Maybe stack Cockroaches. Play double Spider for a minute. Seems good to me. I think I'm happy to buy cherries as well. As for positioning, I honestly don't know. I didn't really look at the tier 3s. In terms of what we can summon. High Roller would be quite nice. A Patagonian Mara would be amazing. Guinea Fowl maybe. The rest probably don't do a whole lot. I think I'm happy to keep it this way, though. It's a bit risky if we run into African Wild Dogs, but I don't know. It's not too bad. This thing's going to carry anyway, I assume. They muted my spider. Oof. Okay, saved. Kangaroo, probably not. I do think I want to cycle that mouse, though. So yeah, we'll stack that in, buy that for a second. And we get 2 rolls to try and find another thing I want to end on. Ideally, XP for one of these. I could just buy cherries again this turn, because I'm probably holding on to Capybara for a while. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Okay, are they likely to have an African Wild Dog? Because if they do, I want this to be in the second position in front of the tapper. But you have 4 HP now, so I think... we're probably okay. Just don't be a level 2-1. Oh. Okay, big trumpets. Tapper didn't do a whole lot, but that was amazing. And Patagonian Mara, I think we want that. We could go for an empty space build first, but we have 2 of these, let's just do that. So feint, gain 4 trumpets, and summon a golden retriever immediately. These aren't big because they're not newly rolled, apparently. I'm going to put the apple on it, though. Capybara, hold. Sell Tapir, just because I still want to hold on to everything else. Then we can start trying to stack up a load of Capybaras. Maybe, I don't know. There's XP. Tier 4s. Lots of decent things we could pick up. I think I'm going to hold on to both of these instead of, selling Cockroach this turn. So yeah, we'll just wait a bit. Croissant, probably don't need it. Happy enough with positioning. Doesn't matter so much anymore. We just need to make sure my last source of trumpets is the Mara. Looks like we're not winning this one, though. Okay, maybe check one of these. Save the other one for tier 5s. Do you then? Probably hold on to that for longer. Dinner Buffalo. You could fit into an empty space build. A deer could fit into lots of things, because there's a lot of, like, summon synergy. I am thinking we want that this turn, though, and maybe give it to Croissant. Or do we want to not bother with giving it attack, so we can just, like, give it cheese? Yeah, I don't think we bother with that. And let us give 3 friends from the current tier or higher +1/+1. So that hit the deer, Mara, and Capybara. That's fine, I think. It's like a decent enough turn. So yeah, send that away. Large front line, but manageable, I think. Yeah, nice. 4 and 4. Anything good? Sea cucumber? Start a battle, make 1 random enemy tasty, so it faints when we get a random 2/2 buff permanently. There isn't okra or ambrosia, things to counteract ailments, so that could be pretty good. I like it more than Scorpion, because if there's a lot of spam, then I can see this, yeah, getting very wasted. It's good against like a big Geotortoise or a scaling empty space comp, but I don't actually know how common those are going to be, so I'm going to take the sea cucumber. Maybe give it a regular cucumber because it's funny. Let's do that. All right, end turn game +1 HP. And we'll just roll a bit, I guess. Nice. Oh, huge. Okay, positioning. Are we still happy with this, or do we want this further back? Could maybe do this. I want to make sure... Well, I want to up the chances of you getting the tasty buff. I still want deer at the front. I don't really want Capybara getting it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try this, but if you die early, then we might not get the Mara trumpets, and that would be very bad. Cool. Okay, do we go again, or do we wait for T6? Probably wait for T6. We're gonna do 1. Let's upgrade the Mara, because that's immediately helpful. Probably just gonna cycle cow instead of taking you, but yeah, again, wait a turn, maybe. Or I could like hold a second deer down, you know, get rid of spider, cycle cow, play second deer. Means I get more out of the way, which is nice. I'm gonna try and hold on to you. And I'm actually gonna be extra greedy, and I'm gonna do it this way instead, because then I can still stack those next turn. You're now giving me 8 trumpets, so I really want that to work out. So I'll like shuffle those a bit, but honestly, you're quite healthy now, so I don't think I have to worry. But it would still be nice to have the 8/8 come in earlier, or 10/10 because of the cherries. Okay. Nice. Level that. Highland Cow and Saber-Tooth Tiger. Okay, so Highland Cow is fine. I quite enjoy it. I don't know how I'd get good stats onto it, though. Like, I guess if I was, like, collecting cows or these, I could, you know, hit them with Waffle over and over again. Saber-Tooth seems to have more synergy, just because you can get it to summon multiple things, then run it with, like, an Amalgamation or Green Sea Turtle, maybe. Or Toad, if we were doing that. I like you more, though, so let's maybe go that route. It's just difficult, because then I'd have to cycle the cockatoos first, but I don't know. I'm going to cycle these. I'm not going to hold on to them. And I'm going to go back on what I said and take you. That's good. Amalgamation. Bad for deer, good for other things. I think we skip it. Not running empty space, but you'd be very good for that. And Geometric Tortoise. I do really enjoy these. I just don't know how good it's going to be if I can't scale it well. It's already quite big because of the Capybara. I think we can try. So Faint Summon a Mammoth with +2/+3 for every time this was hurt. It's pretty small, so I doubt it's going to be amazing, but, you know, that's still 2/2 to everything else, so don't mind it. It did survive 2 hits, okay. Nice, and you got the scaling. Very good. Chocolate, we could level the deer just to see tier 6s. I'm honestly not sure what I'd want, though. Like, I love a snake, but we don't really have a proper build going. Like, I think I'm going for scaling without a proper scaling source. which is a bit awkward. Okay, I'm maybe thinking we sell Capybara, but I don't know whether I should try and use it properly, because I can get the roll and sell to trigger onto one thing in the same turn. So maybe we wait on that for now and do something like this. And I'm still gonna wait. I'm just gonna level you this turn. That works for me. Snake, I like the idea. Like, we could run it behind Sea Cucumber. Or, like, something else, but... I don't know, maybe we're better off just, like, running Big Cats. Good. Hold. This way, okay. Yeah, so I'm not really sure where this build is going. I think I am going to end up wasting the Capybara, but... We're in a pretty good spot, you know? Like, it's looking like we're at 8 and 4. Okay, yep. Just sell it, get the snake. Lettuce is pretty bad, because it's only tier 6s, which we only have one at the moment. But I don't know, because we could get plus 4/4 onto a newly rolled thing. Like, if we want to get rid of the deer or this guy, then we could definitely do that. Maybe I do throw a little bit. Get rid of the Mara. Let's get rid of the Mara. Hold on. I'm going to unfreeze Sushi. We're going to roll and try and find something good. Red Panda. Okay, Red Panda is interesting. So roll and sell, give new roll shop has +2 to +2. So that's still you, so we can get some extra stats in now. Then we buy it. Choose and transform into a pet from the next shop tier from any pack. And if we don't like it, we can maybe just hold off and look for a waffle. Poodle, 4, 6, 5, 5. That is scaling. I actually quite like that, I think. Yeah, I think we can keep that. Okay, there's not like a lot of time left in the game, but it's good enough, I suppose. As for where we leave the snake, I either go for a near guaranteed 2 triggers on deer, unless they have African wild dogs or something. Or I move it behind one of these two because they're much healthier. And I do think I prefer that idea, so... Yeah, we'll try that. Also, you are hurt, deal basically 2/3 of the damage taken to a random enemy. I am a massive fan of Geometric Tortoise, but I don't actually know how good it's going to be this week. Because there probably aren't too many big teams outside of empty space scaling. Just tell me it's enough, please, you know? Like, we can do something here. And I do think I'm going to hold on to deer, because I want different tiered things for the poodle to get good value. And I really doubt I'm swapping in a different tier 4, so... Yeah, I will just tomato you. Shame we can't get the oyster money, but that's fine. Big level. And then tomato this. Call it a day. Sure, just have like loads of these at the front. Maybe swap these around so we get you to die earlier and then more likely to get the second tomato to pop off. But yeah, I'm liking the team. We have a second Tasty coming in for even more scaling. Oh, we couldn't kill it. I think we're still fine, but killing that early would have been nice. Very helpful. Potato, try and protect you in case there are snipes. I just don't think there are going to be many. Like, I feel like Snake is kind of the only one that I'm likely to see anyway, and I feel like I'm more likely to get replaced with Toad. But I don't know. What else would I put on a Snake with no HP? Yeah. I would love to do this. I think it's a pretty horrible idea on 9 trophies. But at the same time, I don't get anything out of putting it on Snake if this is the last turn. But I don't know. We could just like cherries you and yeah. Prep in case there is one more turn. But this is still fine, I suppose. Golden egg. And it got replaced. Yeah, we're looking fine. Nice. Okay. First run in, pretty good stuff. I wouldn't call it a proper build, but I liked it. And yeah, now it looks like we're doing summon spam. Assuming we stick with this all the way through, which I might do. Could freeze tap here, but honestly, we're probably getting a win here, and I can maybe be extra greedy and just look for more, and or like mice or something that I can cycle. So yeah, we'll just send that away. Oh, Never mind. I'm still doing it, and I'm not taking Chihuahuas. They can be good, but I'm not the biggest fan. Buy Budgie, then stack these. And then maybe I do buy another Chihuahua, because if I buy you jump attack and you don't even use the extra attack from the horses. But I don't know if I need a 6-1 either. Yeah, I don't know, we'll do it. At least this guy's an extra summon, so... Yeah, put you in the middle to try and tank a... whatever it is. African Wild Dog, if that happens. We'll have you at the front, I suppose. If they have 2 African Wild Dogs, then it is what it is. They have 4... Excuse me? Okay. Wow. Patagonia and Mara, pretty great. I do like a guinea fowl, and we could maybe start pumping stats onto that instead. But there isn't stat food at this tier. So, I mean, it would have to be cycling mice, because I'm not going to cycle the pigeons for no reason. Yeah, I think it's probably just the Mara. So, yeah, we'll pick that up, I guess. I might still cycle the mouse, actually. Yeah, this isn't the way I was meant to do it. I should have cycled the mouse first, but... Yeah, not really punished. We can just, like, end on one of these here. So, you work with summons, of which we only have 2 right now, thanks to the trumpets. I think I'm more tempted to take the Ghost Kitten, but it's kind of nice getting 2 extra HP and attack onto my trumpet dog. We, like, send them both back here, so... Yeah, I'm gonna run that. It might be interesting. Really doubt we're keeping either of these for very long, but we'll see. Turn 3, first trophy, not too bad. Okay, I think we sell Chihuahua, keep cycling mice. We're just gonna make a giant Mara if we can. I don't know whether to end on Spider, because that's definitely the best thing to end on at this tier. But I kind of want to keep looking to see if I can find more mice before I do. So I'm gonna be a bit weird about it. That's also good equipment. Maybe we do this, put that on you, sell the mouse. Buy the other mouse. Never be punished. Alright. Hold on, tier 3 food. We might want to buy lettuces, so I'm not going to freeze the cherries, but in terms of equipment, that's probably the best thing we can find. And that was horrible. Oh, that toad summon ruined me. Lost out on a lot of stats from my 2-3 fish. That would have been significantly bigger thanks to these 2. Start a battle, transform the nearest pet to head into a rock with +5 HP. Is there any synergy for that? It'd be fine on a team with, like, pointless things in battle, but... Yeah, I don't like it with my comp. I do want to find some tier 3s to play, though. Owl. Maybe. We can maybe do the empty space comp this time. Get rid of Cockroach. Is Cockroach worse than Sea Turtle? It's kind of nice having the extra summon just regardless, but maybe I get rid of both. I'm going to roll a bit more. I need to make sure I have an empty space, but... Do you... Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to lose this anyway, aren't I? That's a shame. Okay, so I guess I'll sell you now. We buy this, we sell you. We want to run you fairly far back. Enemy hurts make it weak, works 2 times per turn, so they take 3 extra damage. Start of turn, summon a level 1 mouse, and there is a lot of things we can run with that. And yeah, I think you're not going anywhere, so we'll just like double down there. This isn't going anywhere for a long time either, so... Sure, send it. It lived. So yeah, what I like about Owl is it generates money. The stats are nice, but just starting with a little extra money every turn, I feel like that's really good. I'm gonna leave this mouse now because we can, if we want stats, we can buy lettuce and that's much more efficient, but just in general, finding XP for either of those would be amazing. And of course you ask and you get all of it. I will buy the lettuce. I'm going to wait on the combination, I think. We'll just keep rolling, try and find another owl, maybe. We are going to end up selling the toad again. The horse goes first, but yeah, we definitely want to swap in a later tier in-battle summoner. There is like Robin. Well, there's Robin, Dimetrodon, and Tapir, maybe something else, but yeah. I'm not buying any of these. Keep looking for the owl, even if it's slow odds. And maybe swap those around just in case we do get like jumped by a dog again. Oh, stop. It's replacing my equipment and ruining my ability. I hate that. Ugh. We're not leveling that. Check this. Rooster and Eagle. Okay, Rooster is at least very strong. Or like, it's a good thing to put stats onto. There's no pill, so I can't like pop that early. But also, if I do end up getting an Orchid Mantis, then I want to be putting all my stats onto there, and having two things that need high stats is a bit rough. But I don't know. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try and keep the Rooster. I don't care about Dimetrodon. We're not gonna level you either. I will cycle Cockatoos for more Rooster stats, just 2-2 to the highest tier thing on my team. And maybe Cucumber it. We're not going to want to replace that until like tier 6 food maybe, so it's at least some stats. It's 1 extra HP every turn. And yeah, Faint Summon a chick with 1 HP and half of this thing's attack. So it sucks now, but over time we can try and make that larger. Good with Toad, but not really much else. At least with the things that I might end up running. Nice. Okay, I really want to find this owl level. It will help us so much. Please. Owl level, okay. So if we do this now, we really want to see Orchid Mantis, and I'd probably slot it in this turn, to be honest. Short of that, like Rooster XP maybe, but I really don't care about anything else. Tier 6, I'd really only be looking for Dragon. There are other things we could try and force in, but yeah, I think I'm going to do this now just to get the extra money and everything. Don't care about Eagle, not going to run Scorpion. We're still not trying to level the Mara. I kind of want to get rid of this again. I'm not in a rush to, but yeah, I don't want to commit too hard to the Mara. Because there are definitely better things for this combo later if we're able to pivot. Nice. Okay, so 2 gold a turn plus 2/2, very nice. Keep pumping that. There are a lot of things we could run with Rooster. Like if we get it leveled up, Amalgamation would be quite nice. That could be quite nice in general with a summon comp, but yeah, hold off. Buy Sushi. If it is both of those, it's fine, but I don't really want to. We'll keep cycling Cockatoos because I know where it's going. And we did find Orchid Mantis, very nice. Could also maybe use Amalgamation here. Like, hold on. Friend Summon, give it +3 attack and +4 mana. And Spooked works 2 times per turn. If I buy this, and then sell the Amalgamation, give Potato to Orchid Mantis, then I get a little bit of extra attack, plus we get some mana for a couple of turns. It's not very good, but it's good enough. Okay, I don't know what positioning I want. This thing's summoning a 4/1 in the start of battle until it gets larger, but yeah, we'll be working on that. And I'm kind of committing to finding a dragon now, because otherwise I don't think I'm going to be able to make my Rooster and Orchid Mantis remotely large. Ooh. It's a lot of mice. I'm going to ignore them. We're going to be rolling pretty hard for... Yeah, Orchid Mantis. And keep going, I guess? Like that 4/1 is a 12/6 now. And it's only getting larger. Hold on, do that. Do you want to change any positioning? We can have you at the back. Sure. Rooster's still like pretty significantly my largest thing, so we'll keep that at the front. Orchid Mantis is getting close though. Yeah, so Pita Bread could be amazing with Rooster. If it gets replaced with Toad or something, then, you know, pain. This. But yeah, it could be nice. I'm going to ignore it, though, because I still really want to try and find a dragon soon. In which case, maybe I do leave the Orchid Mantis level. It would help if we can find, like, multiple more Orchid Mantises, then, yeah, it might show me my first dragon. And I guess we do have a little extra money every turn, so... I don't know. Yeah, just go for it. It means I can also buy chocolates and not feel too bad. Leveling Owl, not convinced. It would have been nice earlier, but we really need to find other things right now. I'm thinking Pita Bread and Freeze Rooster. Yeah, we'll do that. So if you take damage but don't die, you get 15 HP back. You're summoning a 15-9 now. We really want this dragon. I can keep coasting for a while without it, but... yeah, if we want to survive, like, the long game, I am going to need that. Keep pumping you. It'd be nice to spread them out more as well, but I need the dragon if I want to do that. Dragon! Alright. So, tier 1 friend bought to give friends +1/+1 that works 4 times per turn. I'm gonna hold off this turn, because we can't actually cycle much anyway. So level you. We're not buying any of these. Might as well cycle that. Actually, might roll into food I want. Yeah. Okay, it'd be nice to hold this for dragon, but this might also show me a dragon, so we'll do that. It did. And yeah, we want to start freezing tier 1s. You're now summoning a 26-18, which is crazy. You are my new frontline. And hey, my potatoes actually did something. That's nice. All right, 8-3. Dude, not the mouse. No, wait, I need to get rid of the Mara anyway. This works. Okay, so we level you up. So now every time we buy a tier 1 friend, we get 2/2 to everything else. It's in those 3. I could start spreading out the stats now, but there's no chance we're going to hit the stat cap, and the Orchid Mantis is kind of the main part of this build, so... yeah, we'll keep putting the stats there for now. Do need to empty that if I want to get my owl space back. Cow is 2 gold for 3/3. We're currently getting the same. No, we're getting 2 gold 6/6 out of the tier 1s. So I assume I can leave that and not feel too bad. I'm going to. All right, 9-3. Maybe go for a Rooster level, but there's like no chance. It's the only other level I'd go for, but I'm good. Just show me tier 1s, please. Yeah, one more. And there it is. Okay. So if I wanted, I could end on one of these things, but, you know, I'd be down whatever this thing is. I could, like, sell the dragon. If this is actually the last turn, my best move is probably, like, sell dragon, end on scorpion, and have this thing summon. I'm not going to do that, though. Like, just in case we lose, I'm going to maintain my build. I'm going to hold on to you as well. I like the free money. But, yeah, that's pretty good. 43-34. Swap those, send it. Yes, no competition. All right, very nice. Okay, a couple of clean runs, and yeah, so my first runs with hard mode. But good stuff. Enjoying the weekly so far. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. It does help me out a lot. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. All right, bye-bye.